make it happen if you know how to say Abracadabra puts fun in every day. Mike and Joey and all their friends can fill every day with cheer. Abracadabra, all your friends are here.
Hi, Joey. Hi, Joey.
Hi, Emma. Hi, Jenna.
Joey, this is my brother, Steve.
Oh, hi, Steve.
Hey, Joe. What do you know?
My name is Joey.
Whatever.
We stopped by the magic shop on our way from school. We need to get some magic tricks for our club's talent show. Oh, look, there's Mike. Let's go ask for some help. Good idea. We'll be right back.
All right, I'll see you later. I hope you get what you need.
Say, Joe, do you know where I can find some weed?
Weed? Well, I know we have a lot of weeds in our garden.
No, man. I mean weed. Like pot.
Oh, you need some pots?
Yeah, man. Can you get me some?
I think so. Let me look.
Thanks, man. I'm just not feeling good. I need to take a pill.
A pill? Are you sick?
I need to go on a trip, man.
Oh, what type of pill are you taking?
They call these opioids. My dad took some for a surgery on his back to help with the pain, but he only took a few, so these are all left in the medicine cabinet.
Oh, I don't think you're supposed to be taking other people's pills. Isn't that dangerous?
See, my friends told me that taking these would make me feel all woozy and easy and feel so good.
Oh, that doesn't sound good to me.
Are you kidding? It made me feel great. I took one later that night, then I took one the next day before my test.
Oh, and did it help you do well in the test?
Well, not exactly. I couldn't concentrate very well and failed the test. But the pill made me not care. And it's gotten to the point I need to take more and more of these pills or I don't feel so good. Would you like one?
Oh, well, that is,
Okay, we're ready to go home and practice our new tricks. Come on, Steve.
All right, bye, girls.
Bye, Joey.
See ya, Joe. Don't forget about the pot.
Oh, right.
Hi, Daisy. What are we making?
Well, today I thought I'd make a healthy snack called Daisy Snack Flowers.
We're eating flowers?
Not real flowers, Spencer. I'll bet these flowers will taste great.
They do.
How do you make them?
They're really easy. First you take a tortilla and you take a cookie cutter shaped like a flower. And if you don't have one shaped like a flower, you can just use a regular cookie cutter. Then you're gonna cut out the shapes. You're gonna put it on a little plate. And then we're gonna get the mix ready. So you need a half a cup of fat-free vanilla Greek yogurt. And you're gonna add 3/4 tablespoon of orange juice to the mix. And then you're gonna add a teaspoon of honey to sweeten it a little bit. I've already done that to this mixture. Now we're gonna take some of the mix and we're gonna spoon it onto the flour like this. This is gonna hold all the fruits on. Now we're gonna add some blueberries, some strawberries, and some mandarin oranges to the flower petals. And then we're gonna top it off with either a blackberry or a raspberry. And there you have Daisy Snack Flower.
They're beautiful.
They look too good to eat. Almost, but I'm gonna try one.
Me too.
Each snack flower has less than 40 calories and almost no fat.
Pass the snack flowers, Daisy.
Here you go. Oh, they look good. They do look good.
Yum.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Oh, hi, kids. Did you have a good day at school today?
Yeah, we learned about dangerous drugs today.
Oh, well, tell me all about it.
We learned about good drugs that can help you get well, like antibiotics for infections and antihistamines for allergies.
But there's also bad drugs that can be dangerous for our bodies.
Like opioids. They are drugs that when used correctly, they can help with pain. But when you take them too often, they can cause you to not think clearly or to have problems breathing.
And if you take too many, you could die.
That's right. You know, as we grow and develop, so does our brain. And taking these bad drugs could cause your brain not to develop correctly. So you may have trouble thinking or learning.
We also learned about heroin, which people inject into their blood system.
They can make you feel weird. You can hallucinate. That means you see things that aren't really there. And again, if you take too many, you could overdose and die.
All of these are addicting. That means once you start taking them, you want to take more and more of them. And after a while, your body can't function without them. And that's very dangerous.
That's why it's so important to only take the drugs that a doctor has prescribed for you. Stay away from drugs like heroin, cocaine, and opioids. And be sure to say no to anybody who asks you to take any of these drugs. Also, make sure that you tell a trusted adult or a parent if anybody asks you to take any of these drugs.
That's right. But we don't want to stay away from a magic trick.
Right.
Well, as a matter of fact, the trick I have out here has to do with drugs. Okay. We have Tommy, Denisha, and Sally. Let's start with Tommy. Tommy's in school, and a lot of his friends are pressuring Tommy to take drugs. Now, here's some of the drugs that they were asking Tommy to take. Now, Tommy was confused, but what he should have known was to say no to those drugs. Now we have Denisha who's playing in her backyard, and her neighbor was calling to her and asked her if she wanted to take some drugs. And again, Denisha was very confused, but what she should have known is to say no to taking drugs. Finally, we have Sally, and Sally was in the playground. And a stranger came over to Sally and asked Sally if she wanted to take drugs. What should Sally have done? Sally should have known to say no to taking those drugs. But we have very confused children. So let's see if we can help them. Can you help by saying abracadabra, the magic words? Ready?
Abracadabra!
Look what's happened. Back over here now are all three of those children safely back. And where are they? They are safe at home. Now, over here, all of the people who have been pressuring these students to take these drugs, okay, are over here because someone has called for help. Okay. And finally, all of the drugs are all together where they can be safely locked up because everybody knows that you need to say no to drugs. And that's my story.
Wow, what a great story, Mike.
Thanks.
And a great trick.
Thank you.
Come on, everybody. We have to get home.
And talk to our parents about drug safety. Bye, Mike.
Bye.
Hi, Joey.
Oh, hi, Daisy.
What are you doing with all of these pots?
Well, I'm gathering them together for Jenna's brother, Steve.
Jenna's brother? Well, what does he want with all these pots?
Well, I'm not sure, but he asked me if we had any pots.
Oh, okay. Wait, what exactly did Steve say?
Well, it was a very strange conversation. First, he asked me if I had any weed, and I said we have lots of weeds in our garden. And then he said what he really wanted was pot.
Oh, Joey, I don't think that's what Steve was talking about. I think he wanted some marijuana.
What's that?
Marijuana is a drug that's mostly smoked. It's sometimes prescribed by a doctor to help with illness, but it's mostly used by adults, the same way they drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes. It's sometimes called weed because it grows like a plant, and sometimes it's called pot.
Oh.
Well, the problem with smoking marijuana is that it can affect your lungs and the way you think, especially with children. It can affect the way you play sports and do your homework.
Well, that's not good.
What else did Steve say?
Well, I think he might be sick because he was taking some pills.
What kind of pills?
I think they were for seasickness because he said he was going on a trip. He called them, opioids.
Opioids? Joey, that's a seriously dangerous drug.
Well, he said they would make me feel good.
Oh, Joey, he didn't give you one, did he?
No, but he asked me if I wanted one.
Oh, this is not good. We need to let Mike know right away.
Right.
It's time to play the Make a Healthy Choice game. I'm going to show you 3 foods. You have to decide which one is healthier. Today, we have a fried fish sandwich, a grilled chicken sandwich, and a hamburger. Which one is healthier? If you chose the grilled chicken, you're correct. The grilled chicken has 360 calories and only a half a teaspoon of fat. The fried fish sandwich has 400 calories and 1 2/3 teaspoon of fat. The hamburger has 510 calories and 2 teaspoons of fat. So the healthy choice is the grilled chicken. Make a healthy choice at home and you'll always be a winner.
Hi, Salty. Thanks for letting us come on board your ship.
This is so cool, man. The sky's like pink and purple. What a trip.
I'm always glad to show off my ship. So, what brings you here today, mateys?
Well, my brother wanted to see you.
Oh, what can I do for you, matey?
I was wondering.
Are you okay, matey?
Yeah. Do pirates really have treasure?
Do pirates have treasure? Why, of course, Salty. The best pirate, best sailor, best chef, and best treasure finder have lots of treasure.
Wow, can we see some treasure, Salty?
Oh, but of course. These are some pieces of 8, which I found off the old Beldu.
Beldu? What's a Beldu?
It rings, matey! It rings! I'm getting what's a Beldu? Rings. Bell rings. It's an old pirate joke. Ha!
Say, these are worth lots of money, aren't they?
Oh, yes. This bag is worth hundreds of dollars. Oh, what's this? What's that smell? Oh! It's me, pirate stew! I left it on the grill. Oh, I got to stop it from burning. I'll be right back.
Boy, this is my chance.
Steve, what are you doing?
I need money to buy more drugs. You heard the pirate. These coins are worth hundreds. I can buy much more pills with these. Come on, little sis. Let's go.
But that's Salty's money. You can't just steal it.
Don't you understand? I need the pills. Come on, let's get out of here.
No, please don't do this.
Shut up.
That was a close one. Nearly burned me, pirate stew. Well, everyone, Salty is back. Oh, they've gone. How strange! Where's me bag? They stole me pieces of 8! Ah!
Brush your teeth twice a day for at least 2 minutes to keep your teeth healthy and clean.
Drink lots of water. Water not only helps with the overall health, it encourages saliva production, which is important for healthy teeth.
So that's the whole story, Nike.
Joey's right. I saw this Steve guy try to give Joey some pills. I think that he might be addicted to them. Like his body wants more and more of them. Even I wouldn't do that. Well, that could harm somebody.
You know, taking prescription drugs that the doctor hasn't prescribed and taking other drugs like heroin can be very dangerous and not at all good for your body.
I'm worried about Steve. We have to do something. I'm afraid he's gonna get in trouble. Or worse, he might take too many pills and overdose. That means he stops breathing.
But what are we gonna do, Nike?
And he stole me bag with me pieces of 8.
Who did, Salty?
Oh, I think it was Jenny's brother. He was acting awfully strange, spacey-like, as though he'd taken some kind of drug.
Well, Salty, he did. I saw him take some pills.
But why would he steal Salty's treasure?
Well, when people become addicted, they need more and more drugs, and they're expensive. And if they don't have the money to buy them, they revert to stealing.
We should call the police. He should be arrested.
Well, not necessarily, Nastini. What Steve needs is some help. There are addiction clinics where doctors can help Steve get off of those drugs.
Well, how can we help Steve?
And get back me pieces of 8.
Well, there are a few things I think we need to do. First, I need to call Steve's mom and dad to find out if they even are aware of what's going on. Second, I think we need to find out whether or not it's really Steve who stole your pieces of 8. And finally, we need to help his parents get Steve some help.
We could have Steve come down here to the magic shop.
Great! Then I'll feed him to the fishes.
No, Salty. We have to make sure his parents get him in a drug program at the hospital.
What can I do to help? Well, I have an idea, Joey, but first we need to get Steve's parents down to the magic shop. Great! I sure hope we can help Steve.
Before it's too late.
Did you know the largest carrot picked was almost 19 foot long and weighed 18 pounds?
Did you know the most commonly used letter in our alphabet is the letter E?
Daisy, Abigail, we have a problem.
And we have to do something about it fast.
Or Jenna and her brother Steve are gonna be in trouble.
Whoa, slow down. Tell me what's going on.
It's Jenna's brother, Steve.
Oh, Steve.
We were on Salty's ship, and Salty was showing us some of his treasure. And my brother Steve stole it and forced me to leave. He's been acting very weird lately, but I can't believe he would steal money.
Steve stole Salty's pieces of 8? Oh no.
We have to do something about this.
Jenna, Emma, Daniel, and Grace came and found me and told me what happened, and I knew we had to tell you and Mike right away.
We have to help Steve get off drugs.
And we have to do it quick before something terrible happens to him.
I'm scared, Daisy. I don't want my brother to overdose and die.
I understand, Jenna, and we're gonna get him some help. I did hear that Steve was asking Joey if he had any marijuana and tried to give him an opioid pill.
That's dangerous. Opioids are very strong pain pills, and too many of them can cause you to stop breathing.
That's right, Doc.
We were learning all about the bad side effects of opioids and other drugs in school today.
I go to school with Steve. He's in some of my classes. I just can't believe that he'd be addicted to drugs.
Well, that's the concern, John. Anyone can become addicted.
Not just adults, but kids my age and even younger can be addicted. We have to solve this problem.
What are we gonna do?
Well, Jenna, Mike's already called your parents and they're on their way over to the magic shop right now. And we're gonna find a solution to his drug addiction problem. But we do have to tell Mike that it was Steve who stole Salty's pieces of 8. All right, Duck, I need you to watch the shop for me. Guys, let's go.
Okay, see ya.
Don't cause any trouble, Duck.
So we wanted to make sure that you knew what Steve was doing.
I can't believe he's taking my old pain pills and from our medicine cabinet.
Well, this is a good lesson to learn about making sure that you always keep drugs locked up and out of the reach of your children.
And be sure to dispose of drugs that you're no longer using and any old drugs.
He's such a good boy and a good student. Until recently, he failed his test last week, but we thought it was a bad day.
Everybody has a bad day.
Unfortunately, there's lots of good children who get involved with drugs. It's not like the people that you see on the street. It could be your neighbor, your best friend, or in this case, your own son.
If Steve's not careful, he could turn into someone worse than me.
We never would have guessed that he's addicted to drugs.
Yes, sudden changes of behavior, like failing tests when he's always done well in school, can be an early warning sign.
What do we do now?
Well, there are drug treatment programs, and we need to get Steve into one as soon as possible before he overdoses and gets into real trouble. Hey, Mike. Oh, that's Joey, excuse me.
Mike? Where's Mike?
Does anyone see Mike? Mike?
Where's
We need
Mike?
Mike's help.
Mike?
Where's Mike?
Where is he? Mom? Dad, I'm so glad to see you.
Jenna, are you okay?
I'm better now.
Hi, everybody. What's going on?
It's my brother. He stole Salty's treasure.
I knew it! That scallywag! I'll hang him from the yard. No! That's too good. I'll make him walk the plank!
I'll help you, Salty.
Calm down, Salty.
We don't want Steve to hurt himself.
John, did you know that Steve was taking drugs?
No, ma'am. I just found out. I'm totally surprised.
He never said or did anything funny?
I haven't seen him in classes often, and he seemed a little out of it, but I just thought he was sick.
How do we help?
There must be something we can do.
Nike has a plan.
You do?
Yes, Joey talked to Steve, and Steve is on his way over to the magic shop. He should be here pretty soon.
Yeah, then we can help to get him into a drug rehabilitation program.
Look! Here's the Hornswaggler now!
Mom? Dad? John? What's going on here, Joey? I thought this was between me and you.
We're here to help you, Steve. Drugs are bad for you.
Drugs? What drugs?
We know you took the opioid pain pill from our medicine cabinet, Steve.
And everyone knows that you stole Salty's pieces of 8.
Why, Steve?
Some of my friends were smoking pot and others were taking pills, while others were sniffing chemicals. They kept telling me I wasn't cool and they kept pressuring me to do it.
But I'm your friend too, Steve, and I would never take drugs. You should have told me.
I know, but some of the guys and some of the girls, they started to ignore me. They stopped inviting me to parties. So when I saw Dad's pills in the cabinet, I tried one, and I tried another, and another. But then I ran out of money, so I sold Salty's treasure. I mean, it's gone to the point where I need the pills. What? These are pieces of the number 8. Not pieces of 8. What happened?
Mike turned me pieces of 8 into the number 8. Oh!
Even I have to admit that was good.
I'm sorry for stealing your pieces of 8, Salty.
Well, ye should be. But I accept the apology. But we need everyone to remember what bad drugs can do to your body and how important it is to say no to drugs. You've got to know to say no to someone offering ye pills.
You've got to know to say no to someone promising you thrills.
Only take the medicines that have been prescribed for you. If someone wants to give you drugs, there's only one thing you should do. Say no.
You've got to know to say no, or drugs could take over your mind.
You got to know to say no. A simple word can save your life.
You need to understand. There's so much damage drugs can do. If someone asks if ye want drugs, there's just one answer ye should choose.
Say no to the pressure from someone who says it's cool. Say no with conviction. Say no to addiction.
You've got to know to say no. Just walk away and don't give in. You've got to know to say no to opioids and heroin.
Only take the medicines that have been prescribed for you. If someone wants to give you drugs, there's only one thing you should do. Say no.
Oh, what a day, I'll say. Is Steve gonna be okay? I think so, Joey. His parents checked him into a drug treatment program at the hospital. And it'll take some time and a lot of work, but I think Steve will recover completely and he can get a fresh start.
Oh, that's good.
Yes. And oh, by the way, I changed those number 8s back into pieces of 8 for Salty.
Oh, great.
What are you going to put in your journal today?
Well, today I learned that there are good drugs like antibiotics for infection and bad drugs like opioids and heroin that can be very dangerous.
That's right. Those type of drugs can cause you not to breathe correctly and not to think well.
And if you take too many, you could die.
Right. And they're very addicting. That means if you take one, then you want to take another one. And soon you can't even function without taking them.
And that's dangerous. So kids, be sure to say no to anyone who wants you to take those type of drugs. And be sure to tell your friends and family to say no too.
That's right. And for you parents out there, be sure to watch your children and be mindful of any of the signs and symptoms of drug use. They include sudden changes in behavior, mood swings, irritable and grumpiness, and being suddenly happy and then bright, withdrawal from family members, being careless about personal grooming, a loss of interest in hobbies, sports, and other favorite activities, changes in sleeping patterns where they're up at night and then sleeping during the day, red or glassy eyes, and having a sniffly or runny nose. The drug problem is reaching epidemic proportions, and it's going to take every one of us to help solve it in order to keep our children healthy and safe. Right, Joey?
Right. And remember, kids, I'm no dunny. I would never take any of those bad drugs. Don't you be a dunny. Be sure to know to say no to those drugs.
That's right, Joey. Say goodbye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for being my friend.
And remember, boys and girls, the real magic is in you. Bye, everybody. Okay, cut.
Oh. Did I mess up? I think I meant. Yeah, I realized what I did. I realized I said.
Like opioids. They are drugs that when used correctly can help with pain. But if you take them too much, then you will... Sorry.
We're gonna be professors.
It's okay.
That was a close one. Nearly lost this pirate still. Oh well. Everyone, Salty is back! What? They've gone? How strange is that? Well then,
Abracadabra is a production of the West Virginia School of Osteopathic Medicine and its Healthy Children's Initiative in association with Concord University. At Concord, it starts with you. Additional funding for this program is provided by the Brick Street Foundation, Charleston Area Medical Center, the Davis Eye Center, the Gene G. Hamilton and Lawson W. Hamilton Jr. Family Foundation, and by Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield, West Virginia.